guys? Welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Last time we met in Persona 3, we just started our next Tartarus expedition, which is, you know, we're going to our... Oh god, I didn't mean to show that. I just knocked myself. Just kidding. I don't know why I pressed the home button for some reason. I really don't know. I think I was trying to look at what time it was. I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. I don't... Anyway, what was I saying? We just started our next Tartarus trip, and, well, we're just doing that. So, yeah, since it's a Tartarus part, I guess I gotta come up with tangents to talk about, because, I mean, Tartarus is fucking boring, right? Well, at the time of recording, Gamescom is still going on, and really the only two announcements that have had any sort of, the only two announcements I can think of that had any sort of impact on me, was, well, shit, I can't remember it. Where's my phone? I left it on the bed. Okay, hold up. I can just go to Gamescom. Let's do that. Yeah, sure, whatever. So far... Wait, what? What? Why is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on Gamescom's website? Did they give something to us? Oh, fucking, they didn't do anything. No update yet. But apparently there's a demo of it, apparently. Anyway, I'm trying to remember what it was. I remember there was... I know one of them Silk Song, which I'll get into in a minute. Let's see... I just want to look at the announcements.
Haven't we seen that door before?
What was that? Yeah, whatever.
I've got this.
Oh, this is the website if I want to go to that. I can't afford that for one. Let's see here. Resident Evil Requiem got some more updates. Though I have not really been paying attention to Resident Evil. I don't know why. I just haven't really been paying attention to Resident Evil Requiem. I think it's because apparently they're planning on killing off Leon, and I don't want to imagine that right now, because that will, you can't kill off Leon the Sex Kennedy. You just can't. That doesn't help me. All right, these guys better. Let me see here. Lego Batman is the one. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I'm kind of interested in that because I haven't seen a lot of gameplay of it, but I saw some of it, especially the combat. It's a fucking Arkham game. It's Lego Batman Arkham City, and I kind of look forward to that because, I mean, I like the Arkham series. I did a whole series of reviews of them, by the way, except for Arkham Origins Blackgate, Arkham VR, and Arkham Shadow. But I do love the Arkham series, so I wouldn't be opposed, especially, you know, it features like Batmans throughout, like, all of the cinematic Batmans and comics, and there are even references to the Arkham series, which, you know, really piqued my interest. Now the question is, how many fucking Riddler trophies are they going to make me collect in that fucking game? You know, I cried when I first found out that we had to collect Riddler trophies in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Because I thought I was done after Arkham Knight, but I guess my suffering never ends. But the other announcement, the other big one was Hollow Knight Silksong officially has a release date, and it's actually a lot sooner than I thought it was. It's going to be September 4th, which means that I think I have to hold up an end of a bargain that I made with a friend that said I would do a Hollow Knight Let's Play when Silksong got a release date. Now, the problem is I was kind of hoping Hollow Knight Silksong would get a release date to, like, next year so I could get a little more time. But I have to hold up my end of the bargain, I guess. I don't know when I'm going to start the Hollow Knight Let's Play. Probably going to start recording maybe my next chance I get, probably the next weekend. And by the way, if you've followed the channel for a while now, you know that I did attempt a Hollow Knight Let's Play, but I ended up having to cancel it because of a technical error, mainly a hard drive dying. So I had to put that Let's Play on hold for the time being. And I said, well, shit. I did it out of, random because I wanted to do a Hollow Knight Let's Play. Because I knew it was something I could do for a few hours. But I ended up losing all of the sessions because my hard drive died. I also lost all the sessions to the Arkham City review. The first take. And then, what else? I think I also lost a couple sessions of Sonic Frontiers at the time, but it was just a couple sessions, so I wasn't too mad about it. I just started over. I think. I don't remember. But I remember it was during my move, and when that happened, I was very frustrated, but, we live, we learn. That's a song from Sonic Adventure 2, but that's besides the point. But I will be starting the Hollow Knight Let's Play. I don't know when. I'll probably start recording it. Maybe after this. I don't know yet. I have another video I have to record after this one too. I do want to do that soon. What the fuck was the thought process there? What was I saying? I do want to do the Hollow Knight Let's Play. I don't think I'll get it finished by the time Silksong comes out, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing for releases with that. I don't know if it's going to be like daily release. I don't want to do that to myself. I'm already dealing with having to do Metroid Prime 2 post-commentary, Persona 3 commentary, and editing the Detroit Become Human Let's Play, but I don't know yet. I mean, I obviously know I'm not going to be doing Hollow Knight Silksong the second it comes out. God, no. If there's one type of game I will never do blind, it's a Metroidvania, because that means that they're just going to go into a slog, and because then because when I play Metroidvanias for the first time, I don't have a guide, mainly because nobody else does. if it's like, especially at release time. But like Metroidvania, especially for me, with Metroidvanias, I try to do as much as I can before I reach the end of the game. And when I see something that I can just reach, I don't really know the meaning of efficiency. So I will do everything in my power to get that item immediately and not have to wait for something. Like, you could be telling me, Caleb, there's a double jump, you get it in like an hour, just stop, you can come back for it. I don't know what that means. I will completely ignore you. You can yell at me in the background all you want, but I will find a way to sequence break and get it early if I can. Now, usually there are times where I give up, but like, I'm not really the man of efficiency when it comes to 100%ing games, especially if I like them a lot, if I'm having a good time. Like, I think when I first did, my Sonic Frontiers review, I ended up 100%ing the game, and that was my first playthrough of the game, too. I ended up 100%ing the entire game, and so I ended up getting, like, every single memory token, every single, everything. I ended up having to get everything. And I had no reason to, because at the time, you didn't get rewarded for 100%ing Frontiers. You didn't get the crown, you didn't get anything like that. It felt nice that I didn't have to do anything when the updates started coming out and we got more rewards for 100%ing the game. But it was like, it's really annoying. It was a grind. And I did it all within like, on the first trip of the island. I refused to leave the island until I got 100%. Was I crazy? A little bit. Another example is my Sonic Cross Shadow Generations review. I 100%ed both games for some reason. I had no reason to 100% Sonic Generations since all I did was touch on it, including the side content. I barely I think only like 10 minutes of my Sonic Generations footage was used for my Sonic Cross Shadow review, while my Shadow Generations was a lot more. I think Shadow Generations was like 90% of the... I can't remember. I tried to keep it at least a little bit even. I'd have to look at the video again. It's been a while since I watched through the Sonic. I was about to say Sonic. I sounded like, I guess it's Sonic if Sean Connery was saying it. Oh yes, my favorite game is Sonic Cross Shadow. And yes, I do call it Sonic Cross Shadow. I do not care what you have to say to me. Yeah. My Sonic Cross Shadow review was 27 minutes. And about 12 minutes of it was focused on Sonic Generations, while the rest was focused on Shadow Generations, not counting like outros and shit like that. But I also have that habit with like the Arkham series. I had that habit with Arkham Knight, especially when I would drop everything if I saw a Riddler trophy, and that's why I'm not looking forward to the Arkham Origins or Arkham Knight Let's Play, especially because I will not know the meaning of efficiency for those games. You guys will be like, God, why is he going for that Riddler trophy now? He can get it later when he has all the upgrades. No. I'm also just not looking forward to the Arkham Origins Let's Play because of the Dark Knight challenges, because I know I have to do a few of them for certain moves that I want. And just like anything else, I will drop everything to do them. So I will make combat encounters look like the fucking, like Batman's drunk. But, I know that I said that I don't want to do Metroidvanias blind, but then I'm going to proceed to probably do Prime 4 blind. Assuming I finish Prime 2 by the time... Anyway, assuming I finish Prime 2 and Prime 3 by that time, I don't even know when Prime 4 is supposed to come out. Have they said anything about Prime 4 yet? Yeah, let's see. Oh. That's new. Oh no. I'm looking at some of the top articles on Google right now. First off, Prime 4 does have an ESRB rating, which might be soon. But I'm noticing another problem. Metroid Prime 4 will have in-game purchases. I'm a little worried about that. I mean, I hope it's like... You know, maybe there's DLC campaigns, maybe? Oh, that is true, yeah. Okay, that is true. Most Nintendo games do have that. So it's likely that's nothing. But, I mean, I could see Metroid DLC working. Like, I don't know, like, fucking cosmetics and shit like that. I could see that working. Hold on, I gotta text a friend. But my thing with, Metroid is versus Hollow Knight is, one, I do love Hollow Knight. I did play through it like multiple times, and I do love it. It's, if I were to say which out of all of the Metroidvanias I've played, it'd probably be in the top 3. Maybe top 5. Top 5 at the very least. Top 3. I would say, I think it's safe to say that. I know Dust and Elysian Tail is also up there, and Super Metroid is number 1 in terms of 2D. I know, you know, I'm not counting Metroid Prime as 1, but that's for a different reason. I think it's because, like, 2D Metroidvanias, I would say Super Metroid, Dust and Elysian Tail, and Hollow Knight are probably my favorites. Oh, he's fine. I was gonna laugh my ass off if that somehow reflected or something. I don't think I die in any stupid way. Oh, if only I had a thing called Armageddon.
I think I can use it now. What next?
Yeah, I guess you could do that since, for one, I do have Yukari's broken ability to, all of her healing is at half, costs half of what it usually does, meaning that I don't have to worry about wasting too much SP with her. I just realized that I unlocked Akihiko and Ken's second Theurgy, and Akihiko is nowhere to be seen in this party. I just realized that. And the other thing is there's actually some details I need to bring up. God damn it, me. There is a detail I want to bring up that I haven't mentioned yet because, for one, we haven't been in battle since Shinji's death. One thing I like is that, one thing in Persona 3 was, in Persona 3, in the original after Shinji's death, Akihiko's lines would change to say, "You see that, Shinji?" or something like that when he ends the battle. Now, technically, they did bring back "You see that, Shinji," but it's one of those rare occurrences, if I remember correctly. But one line that changed, no matter what, is his all-out attack line. When he finishes a battle with an all-out attack, Akihiko will now changes his line to, "I'll keep fighting for him," which is obviously for Shinji. And I really like that. It's a neat detail that, it was nice. It was a nice detail, and I like that they kept that. I mean, technically, I know they didn't do "You see that, Shinji?" but I think there was a lot of lines that they didn't remake because of, it probably just didn't work the same way with the new voice actors. I mean, most people prefer the original Stupe Ace Defective line, and Akihiko still technically says, "I've been waiting for this," but he adds the "let's get in there."
Let's continue exploring.
Honestly, there are some. Honestly, I'm starting to grow on the new voice actors for Reload. I didn't hate them originally. Like, I didn't hate any of them. I think the only one that just sort of kind of was off-putting for me.
Here it is. Excellent. Looks
Was Mitsuru, and the only reason was because of the fact that Elizabeth is still voiced by the same person, which really confused me. Because I was like, wait, if you already have her for Elizabeth, then why didn't you just keep her for Mitsuru? But I think maybe that was the intention, but maybe that was the reason why, was because it would be a little weird that all of the rest of C's voices changed, except for Mitsuru's. That would have been a weird thing, I guess. But I also don't see how that could be a problem. But then again, I don't know what the approach is with, them choosing the voice actors for the remake versus the originals and stuff like that. I am very curious who they're going to get to voice the Persona 4 cast. Because all of the Persona 4 cast have come out to say that they weren't contacted to reprise their roles for the remake. Like, Yuri Lowenthal came out, said that he's not playing Yosuke. Amanda Whelan, or however you pronounce her last name. I don't remember her last name, but I remember Yukiko's voice actor said something similar. I think Chie's voice actress said something. I don't think Troy Baker for Kanji said anything, or Rize's voice actor. I don't think she said anything. I think Teddy, but I know it was at least Yukiko and Yosuke said something that they weren't contacted to reprise their roles, which is a little disappointing. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not opposed to it as long as the voice actors are decent. If they do a good job, then I don't see the issue in having a new voice cast. I never had an issue with this game's, and plus Persona voice actors change all the fucking time. I mean, Chie's voice actress changed between Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden. Or no, not even Persona 4 Golden. It changed between Persona 4 and fucking Persona Q. Like, it changed. It changed, like, after Persona 4. She only had one voice where she was the same. I think the same thing for Kanji. I think Kanji's voice changed in Persona 4. After Persona 4. And if I remember correctly, Fuka's voice changed as well. between Persona 3 and Persona 3 Dancing, if I remember right, or I could be way off. I know someone's voice changed for Persona 3 Dancing, or just any Persona spinoff that happened. I think it was Fuka's. Persona 5 changed Tai Takemi's voice. I don't think it changed any of the main characters' voices. They may have changed like the inflection they had, but they didn't change the actual voice. Yeah, no, I think it was just Takemi's voice actress changed. That was the only one that changed. Everyone else was the same. Unless there's someone I'm not remembering. I have a feeling I'm right, but I don't know. I could Google it, but I'm too lazy right now. And I've already had to Google like 14 things today.
It would look like this. El Dorado, the lost city of gold.
I don't think you guys want to be looking for El Dorado. Did you guys not play Uncharted? It's not a good idea.
That might prove to be a difficult fight.
Makoto, get in there and fight him. Don't be a bitch. Makoto's a bitch. I didn't realize I was playing as a baby back bitch. I got ambush. I'm level 99. I've basically broken the game in half. Man, I didn't realize my past self was a bitch. Well, then again, I'm also the same guy that refuses to choose the mean options in social links, especially for characters I hate.
We've already scanned this one.
I'm also curious how they're gonna remix the music in Persona 4 now that I'm thinking about it. I've never really been a huge fan of Persona 4's soundtrack. I like I like a lot of the themes from it, but if I were to choose a soundtrack to listen to for Persona music, I wouldn't choose 4. I'd probably choose 5 or 3's first. And that's nothing against 4. I actually like a lot of 4's themes. I like Your Affection. I like Heartbeat, Heartbreak. I love Time to Make History. I like those I like some of the themes, but I just think Persona 5 and 3 just have more better tunes, in all honesty. But like, I'm curious what the battle theme for, like the new battle theme's gonna be for Revival, because they always introduce a new battle. They've introduced a new battle theme for Persona 3 Reload, even though they didn't need to. I mean, It's Going Down now is probably one of my favorite battle themes in the Persona series. They introduced Takeover from Persona 5 Royal. I mean, I know they already have 2 battle themes for Persona 4 with Reach Out to the Truth and Time to Make History, but I mean, I don't see them not introducing a new song for Persona 4 Revival. I see it happening. I don't know what it'd be. I mean, I'm not gonna try to predict what it's gonna be called or anything like that. There's millions of songs it could be called. Hell, it could just be a simple remix that makes, honestly, if they could make Reach Out to the Truth better, I would like it. I've never really liked Reach Out to the Truth as a battle theme, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest there. I've never really liked it. I like Time to Make History. It's one of my favorites. I like that theme, but it's not one of my favorites. I also do wonder how they're going to restructure certain social links, if they're going to change anything at all, like they did with, if they're going to change anything. Like, I wonder how they're going to restructure certain things, especially like the dungeons, if they do anything to them. I doubt they'll do anything too major to the dungeons. Like, I don't think they're going to change them out to be, like Persona 5 level palaces or anything like that. But, like, I'm hoping they, have better, have some pretty good quality of life updates similar to what Tartarus got in terms of stuff like that. And, maybe a little bit less boring. Though I also wouldn't be opposed to them just being like dungeons like Persona 5's palaces. I'd like that. I mean, then again, we are nowhere near a release date for Persona 4 Revival, likely. I know they said, I think it's next year, so they haven't really introduced a lot of information for Revival. I think the only thing we know for a fact is it's going to be fully 3D because it just showed a video of you running around the town. That's all it showed, that the trailer showed. So there's not a lot to go off of with that. But I look forward to it. I do look forward to Revival, despite my, very interesting takes when it comes to Persona 4 specifically. But I do like Persona 4. It's just I prefer 3 and 5, and it's for different reasons. It's not for I'm not saying Persona 4 is the worst game in the series. Out of the new trilogy, I just think Persona 4 is just not as good. I like 5 and 3 better, and I don't know why. I just don't like 4 as much. I still like it. It's a great game, but 5 and 3 is better. But I'm just gonna end the part here. So next time we meet in Persona 3 Reload, we're gonna be continuing on with Tartarus. I believe we're gonna be finishing up Tartarus next part. I don't remember. I know this isn't a long visit. I already cut up the parts for the next couple of weeks. So I'll see you guys next time for more Persona 3 Reload, and take care.